Hello everyone, this is Pokemon Insider, back with another Pokemon video. Today, I'm going to be discussing some of the creepiest Pokedex entries out there that are sure to make you shudder. These are just some of the ones that I found to be the creepiest, so if you have a personal favorite creepy entry, leave it in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the video. The Pokedex is meant to be a high-tech encyclopedia in which Pokemon's data are recorded and stored. However, some Pokemon have creepy entries in the Pokedex, so today I'm going to be highlighting some of my favorites. These are in no particular order, and there's a weird number, so just bear with me. Up first is my favorite Pokemon, Victreebel. Not even my favorite Pokemon is safe from the creepy entries. Its Pokemon Yellow entry says, lures prey with a sweet aroma of honey. Swallowed whole, the prey is melted in a day, bones and all. What? Not Victreebel. No. How? Okay, my favorite Pokemon is a murderer? I can't take it. Oh, Victreebel's still cool, though. Next is a pair of psychic Pokemon, Drowsy and Hypno. Drowsy's Pokemon Silver entry says this. It remembers every dream it eats. It rarely eats the dreams of adults, because children's are much tastier. So apparently Drowsy steals the dreams of children. But it gets worse. Hypno's Fire Red entry is just terrible. It carries a pendulum-like device. There once was an incident in which it took away a child it hypnotized. So now we go from a dream thief to a child kidnapper. This is just the beginning though. Drifloon is harmless, right? It's just a balloon floating around in the air with not a care in the world. I could not have been more wrong. Its Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver entries say this. It is whispered that any child who mistakes Drifloon for a balloon and holds on to it could wind up missing. Okay, so we've got another child kidnapper to go along with Hypno. It might just be me, but I find child kidnappings to be very disturbing in a kid's game. Here's one that should lighten the mood, Duskull. Duskull can pass through any wall, no matter how thick it may be. Once this Pokemon chooses a target, it will doggedly pursue the intended victim until the break of dawn. Wait a minute. What? So now we've gone from child kidnappers to stalkers? How much more creepiness could be in Pokemon? Surely not more than one. Well, there are way more than that. This video is only a handful of how creepy Pokedex entries can be. And I'm not done yet. Cacturne. If a traveler is going through a desert in the thick of night, Cacturne will follow in a ragtag group. The Pokemon are biding their time, waiting for the traveler to tire and become incapable of moving. Well, I'm never going to use a Cacturne again. That's just flat out wrong. How are these things allowed to be part of Pokemon? I get that it's a dark type, but this is just awful. Surely I can make this a little more happy with Jellicent. The fate of ships and the crew that wander into Jellicent's habit. All sunken, all lost, all vanished. That's it. I can't do this anymore. So that's it for this video. If I left out one of your favorite creepy Pokedex entries, leave it in the comments section. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my main channel for more videos. Thank you again, and have a great day. Hello everyone, this is Pokemon Insider, back with another video. Last week, I did a video on creepy Pokedex entries, and a part 2 was requested so much that I decided to do one now. Many of you even posted your own entries, and I may use them some point, so look out for the ones you gave me. Now without another delay, let's get started. I'm going to start off with one of the new Pokemon from X and Y, Gourgeist. It enwraps its prey in hair-like arms. It sings joyfully as it observes the suffering of its prey. First of all, who wants to be wrapped in hair-like arms? And second, it enjoys the suffering of its prey? Wow, Pokemon, you just took a step from creepy to sadistic. Next up is a rarely spoken of Pokemon, Gorbis.
Although Gorbis is the very picture of elegance and beauty while swimming, it is also cruel. When it spots prey, this Pokemon inserts its thin mouth into the prey's body and drains the prey of its body fluids.
Well, forget anything you thought of Gorbis. It is really a disgusting fluid drainer. Speaking of draining fluids, Kabutops' Pokemon Silver entry says this.
With sharp claws, this ferocious ancient Pokemon rips apart prey and sucks their body fluid.
Now, Gorbis was just draining the prey's body fluid because it has a thin mouth, but Kabutops is just a monster. Not only does it drain the body fluid of its prey, it also rips it apart. This reminds me of the Pokemon manga when a Charmeleon cuts an Arbok in half. Just look at that! Up next is perhaps the creepiest evolutionary line out there. Starting it off is Litwick.
Litwick shines a light that absorbs the life energy of people and Pokemon, which becomes the fuel that it burns.
Now, I think that Litwick is the least creepy of the evolutionary line, and it still is able to give me the chills. Moving on to Lampin.
It arrives near the moment of death and steals spirit from the body.
What? That is just cruel. It literally blocks you from going to the afterlife, assuming that you believe in such, but that's still just messed up. Last in the line is Chandelure.
Being consumed in Chandelure's flame burns up the spirit, leaving the body behind.
Now this may be the worst of the line because Chandelure seriously just burns the soul of humans. How wrong is that? Last but certainly not least in today's edition is Haunter.
Its tongue is made of gas. If licked, its victim starts shaking constantly until death eventually comes.
Just picture that. Someone getting licked by Haunter and then all of a sudden shaking uncontrollably until they die. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. If you have any video suggestions, let me know, and I will try to get them out as quick as possible. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day. Hello everyone, this is Pokemon Insider, back with another installment of Creepy Pokedex entries. This may be the last one of these, so suggestions are welcome in the comments section. I've had a ton of fun making these videos, and there are a lot more to get to, so let's get started. So I'm going to start off with one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Feraligatr.
When it bites with its massive and powerful jaws, it shakes its head and savagely tears its victim up.
Well, this is a little understandable considering Feraligatr is based off an alligator, one of the most vicious animals in existence, but it still creeps me out. Up next is Dusclops, who has several creepy Pokedex entries, but I'm going with its Pokemon Sapphire entry for this video.
Dusclop absorbs anything, however large the object may be. This Pokemon hypnotizes its foe by waving its hands in a macabre manner, and by bringing its single eye to bear. The hypnotized foe is made to do Dusclops' bidding. So now if we go back to my first creepy Pokedex entry video, doesn't this remind you a little bit of Hypno? Now these next few are moving away from the creepy side and more to the strange and disturbing side. Kadabra's Fire Red entry says this. It happened one morning. A boy with extrasensory powers awoke in bed, transformed into Kadabra.
Well, isn't that an interesting story? Let's forget the major hole that it's in the middle of an evolutionary line and just accept the fact that Kadabra is just some freak accident that makes absolutely no sense. Another weird entry is Yamask's Pokemon Black entry.
Each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at it and cry.
So now you're telling me that people can be Pokemon? That's not right. Now this next one I'm putting in here just because it's one of the dumbest Pokédex entries out there. Darumaka's Pokemon White entry says this. Darumaka's droppings are hot, so people used to put them in their clothes to keep themselves warm. Now who would be stupid enough to put poop in their clothes? If you have a fire Pokemon, just have it make a fire so you don't have to put dung in your pockets. I thought the game was called Pocket Monsters, not Pocket Poop. So now we're getting back to a few more creepy entries. Banette.
Banette generates energy for laying strong curses by sticking pins into its own body. This Pokemon was originally a pitiful plush doll that was thrown away.
Okay, so now Pokemon is taking another dip into the dark realm of folk religion. Good move. This isn't going to scar any children or anything. Finishing off this video is a 6th gen Pokemon known as one of the coolest new types, Honedge.
If anyone dares grab its hilt, it wraps a blue cloth around that person's arm and drains that person's life energy completely.
Forget trying to use Honedge as a sword, because if you do, you're going to die. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my main channel for more videos. If you have any video suggestions, let me know, and I will try to make them into my future videos. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.